Welcome back. Now we have to edit our video. So we're going to open in the editor, and it's going to open a new tab. What we're doing is we are going to trim out the parts at the beginning when we're going into present mode and the parts at the end when we're stopping. So I can see at the bottom I have my timeline, and I'm going to use that little magnifying glass in the bottom right to kind of get a better look at it. I can move that white line, which is my playhead, across and through the particular video so I can get to the actual point where I really want to start my video clip. Then I just click and drag the front end of it to line up with that mark, which is basically when I started talking. And then I do the same thing at the end, and I go back with my playhead and I find the spot at which I stop talking, and I drag the far right side or the end portion of the clip. It's good to note that when you're recording a narration, you always want to wait until you start talking, until your presentation is fully in present mode. And the same thing at the end. Stop talking a few seconds before you leave present mode. Then you're going to get it lined up so that you have the end right where you need it, trimming out the junk at the beginning and the junk at the end. And then what you will do is you could play it and you could watch it and listen to it. When you're ready and you're finished, you could do a little bit more trimming if you have to. It's always good to look at it a few times, then click export and say export to Google Drive. You're going to give it a new name than the one that you originally did. We originally called it demo narration, so I'm going to call this demo narration final, knowing that this is the edited version. It's going to take a minute to process as it processes the changes that I made. I can share the link, but I'm going to wait until I know that it's finished so I can look at it in Drive. So if I view it, it's going to open up in a new tab, but it's not going to open up in Drive. It's just going to open up in the Screencastify viewing app. Now that's fine, so you could replay it and rewatch it, and you notice you see the new name in the top left-hand corner. You'd have to unmute if you wanted to hear it, but you can see that it's there. And you can go through and watch it just to make sure that it looks good and sounds good. If you go to the Screencastify folder in Drive, you'll notice that you have the original one, which is right there, which is the demo narration. This is the original raw footage that has the junk at the beginning and the junk at the end. See the countdown. I'm going to click on present. It's loading. This is all the stuff that we edited out. Now, if I look at demo narration final, which is the edit I just made, once it loads, you'll notice it loads right to the full screen, and you have exactly what you need. And that's why it's important when you're recording a Screencastify, wait for it to be ready before you start talking. Thank you.